What went on today?
All right, well, we shut down NREC, well, at least for half the day, so we won. And we blockaded National Robotics Engineering Center, the front gate and the back gate. I was part of the back gate, and that got dismantled around like 11:30ish, but we were there in the morning. I don't really know what else to say about it.
That's okay.
It was a jam.
Can you explain sort of how you were tied up, how you were bound there?
Yeah, we had lock boxes, and the police referred to them as the sleeping dragons, which was funny. But I guess you can call them that too. But yeah, we were chained to each other with these PVC pipe lock boxes type thing, and somebody was U-locked with their arm to the gate, and we went all across the street, and there was like a pole there, so we went around the pole. So like we were, like linked together. So I don't know, we were chained together.
How did they break you up?
Well, they said that Homeland Security had been training them all week about how to tactically get us out of them, but they lied, because it took them a long time to get us out. They said it'd take a couple minutes, it took a long time. Well, what they did was, with the U-locks, they just like sawed them out and things like that, and then with the lock boxes, they did basically the same thing. It's just they cut the tops off, and then underneath them was either like tar and wire, cut that off, and then they either unscrewed the screw, and then we were unhooked, or they had to cut out the screw and then unhook us, because some people tied their carabiners together. So.
Were the police saying anything to you guys while they were working on you?
Some of them were. Like, I really had a positive experience with the police today. I mean, some people, I think, like, some of the police were antagonistic, but like from my perspective, they were very helpful. Like if we needed help, like one time I was really cold and they put like a coat on me. I don't know. They were just, saying that, you can unlock yourselves, and we were like, we're gonna get hurt. We're like, you can unlock yourselves, but it's obviously not what we wanted to do. I don't know. I thought it was a positive experience with the police, with a few minor like snide remarks. Are you taking
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you think you would do this again if the opportunity came up?
Yes, totally.
All right. You want to give a brief recap of what went down today?
Today, me and some friends went down to NREC at about 5:30 in the morning, give or take a few minutes, and we used lock boxes and U-locks to stretch across this road on 43rd Street to block off the back gate of the National Robotics Engineering Center, CMU. And we all got arrested after several hours of being cut out by the police.
What do you feel you all accomplished?
Well, for one thing, we accomplished our main goal, which was to shut down the center for the day. And the other major thing, I think, is just sort of a win for the anti-war movement, which is really important right now. It's been kind of in a dry spell. It's kind of picking up, and we hope it sustains that momentum and doesn't keep up and accelerates its tactics. More parades aren't necessarily going to get the job done. They're not a bad thing, but we need more direct action, more civil disobedience to really get our message across.
What would you say to people that are strongly against the war but might not be comfortable with your tactics today?
I think that's fine, as long as they're making a distinction between whether or not they're comfortable with it, whether or not they're comfortable with us doing it. I think that the diversity of tactics is really important. Not everyone who participated in the action today was doing so in an arrestable capacity. Lots of people were just marching, chanting, walking around, just watching. And of course, there's going to be the big annual thing on the 24th here in Pittsburgh, and I think that's great. That's really important to get as many people out into that space as possible, saying we're against this war. But at the same time, you also need actions where people are willing to put their bodies and their privilege on the line to really militantly declare their opposition to the war and their willingness to resist.
While you were being separated by the police, did they make any comments to you guys? Any chatter back and forth?
There was a lot of mixed reaction. For the most part, the sort of white male macho cops were very much against us, and those who don't fall into that category especially police of color, were a lot more supportive. There were actually at least one officer started getting an argument over the fact that we were being arrested. I heard that one of the officers was actually in tears over it. When we got down here to the jail, we were strongly encouraged by the people who were driving the paddy wagons, who said that we did a really good job, what we were doing is really important, and that they respected what we did, and that we did a good job. But at the same time, in processing, there was someone who was visibly frustrated and was kind of throwing his paperwork around and saying, what a waste of time it is for us and for them, and why are we doing this? So from law enforcement, there's definitely a mixed reaction, but an interesting one nonetheless.
Great. Any other comments?
Yeah. It's good.